Stocks to buy now. I'm looking at the stock market. The market is really moving. The market is taking off. It's blasting. And if you guys notice, last week I told you guys, I said, hey, it's now time to buy back some stocks. Because as you start seeing trending, because at first the market seemed as though that it was going to uh, go into another recession, maybe even crash. It gave a lot of markers and indicators, and some of the analysis was out that the market was going to absolutely crash. But in this very unpredictable market, which sometimes you can predict how stocks are going to perform more times than not, but right now, these are the stocks to buy. If you guys like myself sold a lot of your NEO, it's time to buy NEO around, I think it's around 44, $45, but they're expecting NEO by the end of the year to hit around $90 per share. Okay? $90 per share for NEO, so it's time to get into NEO right now. If you guys are already into Plug Power, I will buy more shares of Plug Power and also Fuel Cell. Fuel Cell, that's the ticker for Fuel Cell, I believe, is FCELL. It's time to buy Fuel Cell. They're doing pretty well. Also, if you guys are not familiar with cryptocurrencies, you should start getting essentially familiar with cryptocurrencies because Bitcoin, they're still estimating, they're still predicting, they're still guessing essentially and hypothesizing that Bitcoin by the end of this year could easily reach 100K. I'm not going to be too bold or brash about 100K, but I do believe that Bitcoin has the potential to reach 80K. So for you guys who may not want to invest so much in the Bitcoin, and again, it doesn't matter if it's cryptocurrencies or conventional, traditional stocks. Only invest with the money that you can absolutely lose. Okay, that it doesn't hurt you at home, doesn't hurt you at your job, doesn't hurt you anywhere in your financial life. But you should be definitely every month allocating anywhere from 10 to the amount that you can invest in Bitcoin. But you also want to have a solid base because we know how the markets are moving into cryptocurrencies with blockchain. So we must again think very forward when it comes to financially investing. A buddy of mine on Facebook, he like, hey, I need some tips of where and how to invest. And if he's watching, the tip is this: see where innovation, see where invention, inventions are going, and then invest in those companies now and be patient. Okay. In this now generation, I want it now, and I want to see profits now. I want to see my investment portfolio peak because every now and again I'll have conversations with people. Oh man, I'm doing bad. I never really I get into the conversation for entertainment, but I never really think I'm doing bad. Now, when I buy an option and my option expire out the money, like my option with Tesla did, I lost $7,000. Yeah, that's bad. But when it comes to your individual stocks and you have like 100, 200, maybe 50 stocks, maybe 10 stocks, doesn't matter the number, as long as you don't sell, you don't lose. So the only time that you lose in a stock market, there's a couple ways. One way is you buy a stock at a particular price and then you sell that stock at a lower price than what you bought it. Yes, you lost. But if you bought, let's say you bought 20 shares of Tesla. This for an example. You bought 20 shares of Tesla and Tesla goes down. You didn't lose any money. People are like, oh man, I lost so much in the market. And the first question I asked them, did you sell? Well, no, I still have those shares. Then you didn't lose. What occurred is with that particular stock portfolio with Tesla, you lost value, but you didn't lose money. It's a difference because you already invest that money into the stock. So that's very imperative that we change our mind frame and the way that we think about investment. Because if you think you lose money, then your next trigger point is to what? Sell the stock. No. If you notice, they always bounce back. So it's a matter of patience. And for you guys who are probably just buying stocks every month, don't look at your portfolio every day. That will drive you absolutely nuts because every day you're like, oh man, I'm up. Oh, next day, oh man, I'm down. And we have to be very, very patient. And in generation of multimedia and getting information right now is not good for us because you can be on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, no matter the platform, and you can still get stock information. I'm just going to say, if you are very impatient, if you're trying to rush the stock market for your profit gains, then don't look at the stock market every day, because again, some great stocks to buy right now is, if you're going to get into NEO, this is the time before it blows back up. If you're going to get into Plug Power, Fuel Cell, I think Tesla was up a couple of days ago, but now they're down. But again, Tesla is still one of those volatile stocks that I took a chance on. I'm not gonna lie, I took a chance, I took a gamble, and I shouldn't have. I should have just kept my individual shares of Tesla and hold them. Okay. Another stock that's kind of low, and what made me look at this stock closely, was Robinhood, Heckler Mining. That's HL for the ticker. Heckler Mining. I got Terrell, Evan, and Learning Every Day. Nice to see you gentlemen here today. Hopefully this information find you guys some money. Okay, find you guys some money. I'm doing okay. Just to tell you about some tragedies that happened in my portfolio. If anybody knows, I was up to 41,000. Then I'm down it dropped all the way down to 22,000. And now I'm back up to, I believe, 26,000. But I'm not going to get back up to the 41 unless I invest more money, because again, a big chunk of that was me selling all of my NEO off, because we understand that NEO dropped down to 30-something dollars a share, and now they're ticking over 44, 45. I looked at about 30 minutes ago. But Heckler Mining is a stock that everybody can get into. I just want to give you guys a warning. I'm going to give you guys a notice. Buyer beware, in my personal opinion. Of course, there's money to be made in GameStop, but I would not touch GameStop. I would not touch GameStop. The Wall Street bets guys are still having their way with GameStop, while GameStop is still closing. I think they closed roughly 1,000 stores. Okay, GameStop closed about 1,000 stores. So, me personally, I wouldn't touch GameStop. I probably wouldn't touch AMC. Now, I have an AMC call option that expires in April. I don't think AMC is going to reach 120. I hope it does, okay? I hope that AMC does reach 120, but I don't absolutely know. Again, my own advice to you guys, my own personal advice to you guys, is any stock that the Wall Street bets guys are in, don't mess with those stocks. I mean, could you make good money off of them? Yes, but every day they're doing something in the market and they're moving tailwinds. They're either essentially going up in profit or going down in profit. And a good example is when I think I had GameStop, and I forgot the number of shares I bought of GameStop, but I made 400. I could have made 1,000, but I sold too early, and then GameStop, of course, went down. When it came to AMC, I lost a lot of money on my options. Okay, a lot of money on my options. I aspired out of the money on my AMC options. When it comes to AMC, ladies and gentlemen, my advice is stay away just as well as GameStop. Until these guys finish playing with these stocks and they becoming millionaires by moving this, because they're making money. Either these stocks go up or these stocks go down. Okay, whether these stocks go up and whether these stocks go down. Now, Brittany Ward says, give me a second here, Brittany. She said, movie theaters are opening up nationwide at a lower capacity. Now, believe it or not, I know in Texas, even before they lift this ban of masks, movie theaters were open for certain movies. And me and my fiance, we went and saw a movie or whatever. But the only reason why I'm saying stay away from AMC is because the Wall Street bets guys, I believe, still have their hand in the cookie jar. They had their hand in the cookie jar with Nokia and BlackBerry and GameStop and AMC. So until those things cool off, and listen. Stop trying to find the most popular stock, okay? Yes, you can make a lot of money with popular stocks, but the real money is in them stocks where, this particular stock was popping at 120% today, like stocks you never heard of. You have to find the diamond in the rough, okay? Finding a couple of really good stocks is not difficult, but it does take time. and always for the research. Now, if you listen to people like myself on the internet, like, oh, buy this stock, buy that stock, buy this stock, you have to take it with a grain of salt because, again, it's based upon our own rant, our own information and analytics and research. And more times than not, the information I give on this channel is because I did my homework and I want you guys to make money. But every now and again, you guys may get some good information, read a few investment websites and journals, and find some really hidden golden stocks. And I know a lot of my subscribers, they actually tell me some good stocks, and I'll research that stock, and then I'll put that information out if it seems valuable for you guys to make some money. But you have to be very careful of just taking any sort of information, essentially if they can't show you what they're doing with their portfolio. And that's why a lot of times, more times than not, I show you my portfolio, show you what I'm doing, showed you what I bought, showed you what I sold, and why. This is why I did this, this is why I did that. So when we're looking at all of these things, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be very, very cognizant of, one, how we're going to invest for the future. You invest in the present for the future, okay? Then innovation, inventions, and things that matter. So you have to do a lot of what? Forward thinking in your investment. And the one thing you have to take out of investment, which is very, very hard, are your emotions. Emotions will have you to lose a lot of your money. It will have you lose a lot of your money. But again, when I lost that $7,000, I blinked. Oh man, I lost $7,000. Because I knew the chance that I was taking, one, then two, would this put me in the poorhouse? No, it didn't. So I lost $7,000 thinking that Tesla was going to get up to 852 at the expiration date, but it didn't. So when you guys are looking for stocks to buy, again, I still like NEO. I still like Plug Power. Believe it or not, I like Tesla long term. I also like, look into the cannabis stocks. Look into the cannabis stocks. You got Canopy Growth. You have Aurora. You have Afira. You have Sundow. You have Grow Generation. And if I'm speaking too fast, guys, just rewind the video and write those down because it's all coming to me. And if you're not investing in cryptocurrencies, you're absolutely bonkers. You should, I don't care. I know this is about to be the worst thing I've ever said on my channel. I don't care if you don't understand one lick of cryptocurrencies. The number one cryptocurrency you should be investing in is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah, it may go down. I'm telling you, just like any other stock, Bitcoin got up to 20K, then it dropped down to 3,000, okay? And then if we waited long enough, what happened? No one thought that Bitcoin was going to reach what? 30,000, okay? It went up to 36,000 and dropped back down. Then it went up to 40,000 and dropped back down. Now it's over. The last time I checked, I don't know if it's under 50, but the last time I checked, Bitcoin was 56,000. I love me some Bitcoin. Because here's the thing. A lot of day traders, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, they'll go ahead and drop 10 grand. And when they see they're looking at their candlesticks, they're looking at the RSIs, the relative strength index, they're looking at movement averages, they're looking at volumes, they're looking at all of these analytics. And at the peak, they bought it at a lower price. Say for instance, they bought it at 40 grand, right? They bought Bitcoin at 40 grand. Bitcoin ticks up to 57,000 like it did today. That's a $17,000 increase. Once they see that it peaks and it looks like it's about to trickle down, they sell their Bitcoin. They take in that 17 grand and then they go back into the market. So again, thinking futuristically and thinking forwardly, you have to think about how digital markets are moving. Cryptocurrency is not only the future, but it is the present as we know today. There's a lot of international entities around the world that are trading Bitcoins, that are getting paid in Bitcoins. Whether it be Bitcoins, Ethereum, Stellar Lumens, Ripple, what else do they have? Litecoin, Dogecoin, look out for Dogecoin, the one with Elon Musk and I think it's Snoop Dogg and some other people are talking about that one. Me, I dropped like $200 in there. I'm just going to keep it there because that's the thing about when certain people promote certain stocks. Sometimes, especially when it's under a penny, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to drop 200. That 200, think about it like this, and I'm going to leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin came out roughly in 2009. If I would have invested $100 in Bitcoin. 2011, I would have made 3.3 million. I want you to think about that. Bitcoin came out in 2009. If I invested $100 into Bitcoin, the amount of Bitcoin I would have had when it peaked in 2011, it would have been worth 3.3 million. So sometimes, some people are like, well, if you're not being an educated investor, you're just gambling. But sometimes you have to look more outside the analytics and look at who's promoted it. Headline news. What are people talking about? Where am I reading? Everywhere I go, I'm reading about this. So essentially, all information you have to take into account and really dive deep and see if that's going to be a good choice for you. And then at the end of the day, don't invest no money that you can lose. Like, I don't know why people gamble. I like people gamble, and some people are, oh, it's all mathematics. Gambling is mostly luck. Some people like, nah, it's really I like investing a lot more than anything else. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer it. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great day. I'm out.